Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi,
Hello.
everyone. So, thank you guys so much for coming in and joining us for our second edition of Work Week Wind Down. I am Lori Randolph with GLAM Realty, and
I'm sharing your live presentation right now from GLAM Realty, and I cannot. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Thank you for joining. I'm Michael Curtis with Movement Bank with the lovely Lori Randolph. She's glamming me up today, and I'm so excited to spend time with her.
yeah,
And I
well,
can't multitask.
no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm actually just trying to, as you were talking, I'm still in the background, just trying to find it. There we go.
Ooh.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Out too.
All right. Now, awesome. So, how's your week been? So glad it's Friday.
I mean, Lori, my days, we did this last Friday, right? And,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
all talk about a learning curve, right? So we did that, and then we talked about, hey, let's do this again next. My mind, it was like, I've got plenty of time. Until next Friday, and it was like Thursday, and here
Right.
and now it's Friday, right? So kudos to you, Lori. My week's been great, but Lori, you've done so much to learn and to get this off the ground for us to be able to have our Friday wind downs. To you for that.
Listen, I am like a fish out of water when it comes to technology, and I'm just so good that I'm grateful that I, for whatever reason, have been pushed with, okay, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to make it happen. And I have like a streaming service now.
Dang.
and so we're able to do all these cool, features and stuff. But yeah, it's all about, always making sure that you're constantly growing, learning, adapting. So I had so many friends and family members to call me out on screwing up the live last week. So
Help! I'll tell you that right now.
right.
So,
Exactly.
That's amazing though. A lot of people, you hit adversity, you hit challenges. This isn't for me, and they move on. But for you persevered, you pushed through.
Yeah.
I love this. I love this format. So much about our jobs is simply connecting with people and people ways to connect. And this is obviously one powerful way to connect with individuals. Outside of recorded videos, if people have questions for us, to them as they send them in as well. So I'm so excited about it, and I'm severed. You pushed, you learned, and it's just every day is a new through.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, we can go ahead and get started. As people trickle in, if they have questions, great. They can just throw them in the chat. But we have, what we want to do today is just, talk about some hot topics, and there are some burning questions that I'm always asked, and I thought that we could lean in on Michael and his expertise in the mortgage industry to kind of share what it looks like for homeowners now, and also, buyers as well. So first thing, my first question that I'd like to throw out there is going to be for homeowners. So obviously, Charlotte is not alone with having this hot market, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you ask and you shall receive, where they've been able to pretty much get what their home is worth and more. Now, I am starting to see a shift in the market where we're not having, 30 multiple offer situations, right? And we are seeing, having homes go off the market over market price. That's starting to scale back a little bit. But some of the homeowners that I've heard in the community, they've asked the question, okay, even though pricing is kind of leveling off, is it still a good time for them to sell because of the interest rates? They're seeing on the news that, interest rates were, increased, and they're probably going to increase, to 2 to 3 more times, in the near future. So what do you say for those homeowners that are not sure if they're wanting to make that move because their current mortgage is at a decent rate, right? Because they probably had a refinance or something once the market went down, the interest rates went down. So they're first thinking, okay, well, if I move, my interest rates are going to be higher, which is going to make my mortgage higher. Or if I try to go with a rental instead of purchasing a new home, rental rates are through the roof. So where do I go? So I know that was a loaded question.
It's a hot topic, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot with that, and I get that question. I'd say almost every single day, shape or form, because people are concerned. You think there's a lot of different ways to receive information right now. You can pick a point with what you're receiving, and some of it can be really negative, and some of it can be, or misinterpreted. That's received, and so when you have uncertainty, they withdraw, right? Or they're like, I'm gonna wait. I need to wait because I don't know. Uncertainty is a natural response for us as people, just to kind of take. That's a very valid, normal thing. Now, here's what's concerning about that, though, is take a pause. But you do also need to be concerned about paralysis analysis. You're like kind of stuck, right? And so how do you unstick yourself when you don't know what? It starts with turning off that 24-hour news cycle and talking to a lender that can help you unpack and dissect what this means for your goals and what you need to accomplish with either buying or selling, which I know we'll talk more about. Now, kind of pulling the lens back a little bit, we look at the past couple of years. We've endured I hate to use the word, it's applicable, unprecedented, right? You hear that almost every other day now. And unprecedented, the new normal is unprecedented, right? So, 2020 happened, and now we're in 2022. I had to pause and think about what year I was in. I was like, wait a minute, what year? And so you think about, we had 20, pandemic happened, COVID became a part of our lives, and immediately we started having this government, administrative type way to start to prop, stimulating the economy, to start pumping money into the economy. They're making sure that standpoint, everything is smooth as possible. And the way they do money, stick it right in the economy. And so they're just pumping money to ensure the consumerism is continuing. And again, that's not normal. Not every year receiving stimulus checks. We talked a little bit about last week, back to it, the student loan forgiveness and how that can play a part. So check that out from when you want to learn more about that. And again, we have these different things happening that are what's happening. And the idea here is to add a benefit to the economy. Again, that's not normal. What's happening this year is because of how assets and equity and just propping up the coming to the other side of that balancing beam, which is inflation, was heated up so much, right? The prices started going up, right? So now we need to cool here. We have a whole different agenda, right? Which is the priority is to cool things down. We need to keep things affordable. And so we saw over real estate really hot in our industry. Other industries, same thing. We still got really, really hot. Like, okay, we need to cool things off. And how did they do that? The Fed, when I say the Fed raised the rates. And so that kind of slows things down, cool things down. And is we have this every year we seem to be in this come into a normalization, and I feel like we're close. You have data to back that up, and I feel like we're getting closer and closer to that goal of equilibrium. And we're frenzied days of last year and 2020 are starting to see a little more equilibrium. And so now, as far as rates, and here's a short answer: if you are in the market to buy real estate asset of that size, then you need to do it now. No matter, and the reason for that is real estate is an appreciating asset. Today will not be next year. So the idea here is the property is that's the foundation that you want to have. And so if you're in the market, not everybody either, that's not what I'm saying. But if you're in the market to buy and you're ready to start the process of time, it's the same with like investing. When is the best time to start investing? Now.
Yeah.
You don't time the market.
Right.
Timing the market, you will lose. You try to time it, you're just gonna end up hurting yourself more, because the idea here is to purchase the property that's $400,000 today, next year, and so better to get the property now with the interest rates where they are now. Financing is temporary, so the property is permanent. The financing is temporary,
right? And
once we've done tinkering, the Fed has done its surgery on the economy, things have calmed down, start to subside as well. When will that happen? I don't know, but they kind of come down. I can't say the word now, but it comes down. At that point, you've locked in your equity, you've locked in your appreciation.
Right.
You've not missed it. Right? So now is the time to talk to your lender, or if you have a good lender, they're going to call you and tell you to come down. Now is the time to change your financing. So that's people on. Just like investing, same with properties and real estate. When is the best time to buy a house? Now. So that's my answer to that.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So tell me, what are some products that you have benefiting homeowners right now that want to purchase and wants to sell and purchase pretty much simultaneously?
So, in here, I'm glad you asked that question. people are complex, right? Everybody's financial situation is different. As with a lot of loan programs, the needs of the people, so some loan programs, they're just not meeting the needs of so different, and people's needs are so different, and they change over time, right? Example being, in 2020, we learned about a whole new group of people. It was news to me back then. Essential workers. That word, like, oh, thing, and it's true. We have essential people in our across our community. Nurses, teachers, grocers, right? These are individuals that keep you and I fed. They keep our lights on. Those are essential workers. Now, the reason why I bring them up is that where are they being served from a financing standpoint? We're finding that there were gaps. And so what we had is we created a whole loan program for those individuals. It's called the Hero 100% financing with no private mortgage insurance to keep the payments low. All essential workers, all first responders, military members, teachers. Since then, we found that the need was so great that we actually expanded that to this program as well. But the reason why I bring that up as an example is that I find that the challenge with finance, we're seeing, at least over the recent years, that the needs, there's a gap with the people. And so now we're finding that my institution and others included, do what they can to meet those needs.
Right.
So that's one Hero Loan program. But I'm also a broker, so we have programs like your conventional loan programs, standard financing, programs like Federal Housing Administration, Veterans Affairs, USDA. We also have off-market, which is where what I just described to you, the Hero Loan program, in-house mortgages, construction loans. Land is really popular to the inventory pieces as well across our area that we're in. So too long-winded. That's the name of few of the options available across as a broker.
Yeah, and you have now the bridge loans.
Oh yes,
yeah,
totally skip past that. So the bridge loan, powerful program that just like a Hero Loan program that we created. Again, right? A lot of people wait because of uncertainty. So inventory is a challenge across many growing real estate markets. And so what we found when we talked to agents across the community, I know a lot of people, they understand that they have equity in the home. They want to sell, don't know where they're going to go. They don't know, right? And they need to sell. And so what we try to do is to remove that obstacle by creating the bridge loan.
Right.
Their current house that they live in now, that they've outgrown. Dad got a new job. If you're like me, you got kids coming out of your ears, somewhere, right? So, what do? Your equity is in your house, and how do you get the equity out? You have to sell. But if I sell, people are getting stuck between a rock and a hard place. The bridge loan, we'll remove that. So the bridge loan, we're going to pay off the mortgage. We're going to apply a bridge loan to the house they have now. They're going to gain the equity that they have available in, and then the house isn't sold. They still own it. They're then going to be able to turn around that they need it to then put as a down payment on their new future house. The new house, now they can turn around and sell that departure has the bridge loan on it, and wipe out the bridge loan, sell the house, and move on. And that, of course, is gaining a lot of steam with sellers that are needing that option so they can have more seamlessness to be able to get into their next home.
Right. I love it. That's awesome. So yeah, anyone out there, any homeowners that are contemplating, moving, but just you're not sure, where am I going to get the, down payment if I don't have the down payment? That is a very, very good option, the bridge loan that Michael and his company offers. So your explanation that you gave prior to covering the bridge loan, when you went over all of the different programs that you have, like the HERO program and USDA, VA, those are opportunities, specifically the HERO and the USDA, they offer 0%, right? There has been so much buzz going around about Bank of America, a new program that they just released, and I think they're testing it in various markets for first-time home buyers, and if I'm not mistaken, it's for brown and black customers. I have not seen all of the details on the program yet, but it sounds very similar to what you guys offer with the HERO program, right? But it's open. You have to be just brown or black, right? It's open to everyone. Well, not everyone. I apologize. It's open to essential workers.
And available to everyone. So it was born out of needing immediate, but since then we have now it's opened up to anybody, no matter status. So the HERO loan is available. And going back to BofA's program, I think it's great. It's like I mentioned earlier, finance, it's not as dynamic as the needs of the people. And so if any industry needs to have a really hard look at itself, it's the mortgage industry, because what a powerful tool to give options to all people to have a vehicle to get into an appreciating asset for their family, and not just an investment, right? I've been talking about homes as an investment. It's a wealth building tool, and if you want to learn more about that, just talk to Lori offline. She'll it is such a powerful tool to building wealth in your family. But it's also the place where you have your Christmas tree. It's also the place where you're going to be able to and build memories. And so it's an emotionally charged place to be at, building wealth in this thing. And statistics, the thing that's great about statistics, old hard facts, right? And so what we see here is that predominantly are not receiving the same level of access into that ownership. And so a place where we can add more dynamic financing options to access home ownership, I'm for it. Now, what does it look like, Lori? It's in its testing phase. It's a pilot program. It's only a few, one of them though, that they're developing this. So does BofA, even they're probably still trying to understand what this means, it looks like for them and their criteria. But it gives me a lot of hope to see another institution similar to like the HERO program, where it's giving access to individuals. And the more that can do that, the better, in my opinion. Like, I think that's just a very powerful. I think, going back to BofA, it's getting a lot of buzz too, because it's new program on the block. So it's going to be shared on social media. It's going to be, keep in mind, talk to Lori,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we just mentioned what, like 5% financing. We're close to that. We've got
Right.
VA, we've got USDA.
Mm-hmm.
So there's multiple options available to people, but it starts with with a real estate professional that can start to dissect that for you.
Right.
Because like me, when I was first buying my first house, I didn't know. Like you get on a bicycle, you're not Lance Armstrong. You're falling down, you're scraping it next to you. And same thing with real estate. You need Lori to tell you it's okay. Here's what we avoid, the bumps and scrapes, and here's the options that are going to meet your needs.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we are coming up on our 30-minute mark. I really wanted to just
30 already?
I know, right? I know. Listen, time flies when you're having fun, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Any parting, shots that you want to provide to the listeners? And it's okay if you don't have any. I just wanted to see if there was anything that you wanted to wrap up with.
Yeah.
I personally just wanted to, wish everyone a happy and a safe holiday weekend. Not sure what plans anyone have, but if you're staying in Charlotte and you're not traveling, there are loads of things going on over the weekend. I don't know who all was able to go and enjoy like the Red Hot Chili Peppers last night, but but they are Bank of America Stadium tomorrow is hosting the Duke's Mayo Classic, and that's going to be with you can go and support local HBCUs. North Carolina A&T and North Carolina Central will be playing. And then on Sunday, I know for sure Around the Crown is actually happening. Around the Crown 10K.
Oh, right.
It's actually where they shut down the inner, is it the inner side? Yes, the inner portion of 277. They shut that down from 3 a.m. to like noon. And it's just like a beautiful sight to see, with so many people out there running. I will not be there running. Look, hashtag goals. I'm not prepared to do a 10K, not just yet. But I have started back, with walking. I've got to work my way up to the 10K though.
Good.
So.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to share real quick that I'm just so excited. We've come out of a really tough couple of years for buyers, right? A lot of multiple offers, and we're now in a place where we're starting to see equilibrium. Now more than ever, I think buyers are going to have access to homes. My takeaway, and that's my last word, is that I'm just so excited for them. If you're ready to start that, give me a call with any questions you might have. We can get that started for you. But family, enjoy this weekend. It's the Labor Day weekend. This is the weekend, right? Like you work hard.
Yes.
We work hard, right? And so take time, kick back, cook that grill, get that grill going. And just thank you so much, guys, for joining us today for the end of week wind down.
Yeah. All right. Well, so thanks so much, Michael. You be safe. Everyone out there, be safe. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back soon. Bye.